Okay, so hey guys, what's up? Again, thank you very much for those people who subscribe to my channel already. I appreciate your support, guys. And I hope that you will also consider clicking the bell button para if in case there's a new video of myself, you will be notified. And for those who don't know me yet, again, my name is Froilan John Idos, and I am in this mission to help people in knowing what are the best investment opportunities for them, depending on their risk appetite, whether investing in stocks, bonds, insurance, or even in properties. So in line with that mission, I'm doing this video to somehow help you out in knowing ano ba yung mga dapat kino-consider nyo, no, para you can also start with your own investment. Kasi the objective is, to start with something. Kasi kapag wala ka nasisimulan, wala ka natatapos. So yun yung goal natin. So ang objective is for you to know how can you achieve money for life. So ano ba yung money for life? So kapag money for life kasi, what it aiming is sustainability. So kasi ngayon, di ba, we have the current capacity para i-support yung sarili natin and yung pangangailangan ng family natin if in case you are also in the position of, giving the financial support to your family. Pero again, ngayon, may capacity tayo. We have the resources, we have the money, we have the source of income. Pero darating at darating yung time, no, when we will decide to retire. Whether we retire early, o kaya naman we reach the retirement age of 65. So when that time happens, hindi naman nag-stop yung support level natin sa family natin, di ba? So patuloy yung mga gastusin. Pero what we want is even after retirement, kaya nating i-sustain yung mga pangangailangan natin and yung family natin. Kaya yun yung ultimate goal, to have a money for life. So paano ba natin ma-achieve yung money for life? Siyempre, meron tayong mga steps na pina-follow, no, para ma-achieve natin yan. So unang-una, bago ang lahat, you need to have a clear direction. So you should know what your goals are. So ngayon pa lang, dapat alam mo na-identify mo na, ano ba yung mga financial goals mo? When do you plan to retire in terms of your retirement? Do you plan to retire early? O gusto mo bang i-max to retirement age na 65? O kaya naman, if meron kang sinusupport na family, if you have kids already, kailan ba sila mag-aaral ng college? Kailan mo ba kakailanganin yung money to support yung education nila? So, the objective always is to know ano ba exactly yung goals mo. Ano ba yung mga financial goals mo? Kailan mo ba kailangan na ma-achieve yung goals mo na yun? So, once na-identify mo kung ano yung goal mo, that's when you can take actions. Kasi again, kapag wala kang goals, hindi mo alam, where to begin, ano yung direction mo. So, you will just be lost in the process. So, we don't want that to happen. Kaya, it's very important na you set your goals. And then, after setting your goals, that's when you can take action. So, what's the next step? Second step is, syempre, you should have this habit, of saving. Kasi syempre, now, you have the resources. Pero kung hindi mo i-build sa sarili mo yung savings habit, malaki yung tendency na laging ubos yung sweldo mo. Kasi, ang typical mindset ng isang Filipino, ang formulang pina-follow nila is income minus yung expenses nila, then whatever is left, yun lang yung sinisave nila. And most of the time, walang naiiwan, walang natitira sa sweldo, kaya walang nasa-save, wala tayong natatabi, for future use. Kaya it's very important na define sa'yo kung ilan yung certain percentage of your income na napupunta to your savings account. So, ano ba ang tamang formula? Ang tamang formula is income minus yung savings and investments mo is equal to expenses. So, meaning, kapag dumating yung income mo, automatic bawas na dapat yung percent ng savings and investment mo. Then, whatever is left, yun lang yung iba-budget mo to support yung essential expenses mo. So, ano ba yung recommendation? Ang recommendation na dapat certain percent ng savings natin is at least 30% of our income. So, assuming na halimbawa, ang income mo every month is 100,000. So, what's the 30% of that one? So, that's 30,000 every month. So, automatic every month dapat na meron kang 30,000 na naitatabi to your savings account. Pag masyadong malaki ang 30% sa'yo, you can also decide to yourself, ilan ba yung workable sa'yo? You can decide to kahit 20% of your income, pero the objective is dapat you stick to it, you stick to that percentage na every month meron kang naitatabi na ganung amount. So now, after saving your money, what's next, Second thing is, you should also build your emergency fund. Kasi again, we need to stay liquid. So if emergency arises, dapat meron tayong immediate money na pwedeng gamitin, na para i-support yung emergency na yon. That's on top of our savings. Kasi again, Halimbawa, nawalan tayo ng trabaho. Kapag nawalan tayo ng trabaho, hindi naman nag-stop yung mga gastusin natin sa family, di ba? So, tuloy-tuloy yung gastos. Kaya, importante na dapat meron din tayo emergency fund para kung ano man, kaya pa rin natin masuportahan yung sarili natin and yung family natin. So, paano ba i-calculate yung emergency fund? So, ang ideal na emergency fund daw is at least 3 to 6 times worth ng monthly expenses natin. So, I will ask you, try to calculate your ideal emergency fund. So, identify mo, ilan ba yung monthly expenses na kailangan mo and ng family mo. So, sabihin natin, ang monthly expenses is 20,000. So, 6 times ng 20,000. So, that's 120,000. So, that will be your emergency fund. Kailangan mabuo mo yun. Okay? So, para if, halimbawa, bigla ka nawalan ng trabaho, you can still support yourself and your family for the next 6 months. Kasi kapag wala kang emergency fund, first month pa lang, mahihirapan ka na to support yourself. So, we don't want that to happen. So, now, after building your emergency fund, what's next? Next is, it is also important to insure yourself. Not only yourself, yung pamilya mo din. Kasi again, if we are in a family, lahat tayo responsible to one another. So, if something happens to any of these sad events na nakalist dito, you have yung sickness, yung accident, and then worst yung death. So if anything happens to anyone in our family, we will be burdened financially. So to protect ourselves from financial burden, it is very important na insured tayo, no? Kasi tendency is, kapag wala tayong insurance, ang daling ma-exhaust yung na-save up mo na money, pati emergency fund na nabuo mo, madaling maubos yun. Kaya it is very important na you also allocate a certain amount of money to have a protection para sa life mo and ng family mo. Not only sa life, and also sa health. Kasi again, the cost of hospitalization in the Philippines is really insane. So you need to have a certain, protection para sa health ng bawat isa. So now, nakasave ka na build mo na yung emergency fund mo, and at the same time, na-insure mo na yung sarili mo and yung family mo. So what's next? So the next thing is, ito na yung time na i-consider mo naman na mag-invest. Kasi again, kapag puro save ka lang, talo ka dun. Kapag puro savings ka lang. Kasi considering inflation rate, ang taas ng inflation rate natin. Umaabot ng 2 to 4% annual inflation rate. Considering yung interest rate na kaya i-provide ng bank na mas mababa sa inflation rate. So without actually realizing na depreciate yung value mo ng value ng pera mo sa bangko. Kasi natutulog lang yun. So what you should do, you should also consider investing your money to something that will allow you to grow it. So nandyan yung mga mutual fund, o kaya naman opening or trading in the stock market, or getting a property na nag-appreciate in value, no? And there are also plans na mayroong mga investment component. So you might as well consider getting all those sort of things kasi that will allow you to achieve naman your financial goals in life. Again, ang mali kasing mindset ng ibang mga Filipino, hindi nila pina-follow through yung tamang proseso, no, ng money for life. Yung iba, inuuna nila na magkaroon ng investments na marami siyempre, lahat naman tayo as a Filipino, ang first na i-consider natin when we get a job, di ba? Gusto natin magkaroon ng sarili nating kotse, sarili nating bahay, ang lupa. Normally, hindi naman natin binabayaran yan in cash, di ba? So, what we do, we apply it for financing. So, when we apply that for financing, it's a long period of time na babayaran natin. For house and lot, mahina yung 20 years, di ba, na payment. So, ang daming pwedeng mangyari in 20 years time. So, ang gusto natin, yung pangarap nating bahay sa pamilya natin is maibigay pa din sa kanila whatever happens to us. What if something happens to us, tapos wala tayong insurance? So, paano nila mababayaran yung kinukuha nating bahay? So, tendency is, malaking chance na ma-foreclose yung property. Kaya, kung check mo yung mga foreclosed properties sa bangko, sobrang haba niyan kasi maraming mga bahay na hindi natuluyang bayaran. So, what you should do, dapat bago mo i-consider na kumuha ng bahay, ng kotse, or whatever, na-insure mo muna yung sarili mo. You need to have that amount of protection para i-support yung loan na yun, para hindi sila mahihirapan. Again, those are the steps, no, na dapat natin i-follow para ma-achieve natin yung money for life. So, just to wrap things up, again, unang-una, we need to set our goals. And after setting our goals, it's not enough na meron tayong goals in life. Again, do something about it. So first, save your money, save cash. And second, you build emergency fund. Then next, after building your emergency fund, you also need to insure yourself and your family, no, to protect yourself from financial burden. And after insuring yourself, you would also need to consider investing to help you out to grow your money as well. So if you are still curious, no, if medyo malabo pa, just I will leave my contact number in the comment section below. So please feel free to just reach out to me, call me up, or send me a message, and I will be very glad to assist you to start your journey to achieving money for life. And thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope that I helped you. And I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye bye.